Hello everyone, this is Coach Oliver once again. Welcome to round number 5 of the FIDE Grand Prix 2022 in Berlin, Germany. Alright, tonight we will feature Wesley's game against Alexei Shirov. Wesley chose to play solidly in this game, playing the Berlin. Yeah. He built a wall against Alexei, and with the draw, he inches closer to winning Pool D, but still it's a bit complicated because Dominguez won his game and it's anybody's game in the final day. It will be exciting because Dominguez is half a point behind. Yeah, Wesley with 3.5 out of 5, Dominguez with 3 out of 5. So we will see what will happen tomorrow. But for now, let's take a look at Wesley's Berlin against Alexei. All right, start with e4, e5, at a 3, knight c6, should be 5, right, the Royal Lopez, knight f6. Normal Royal Lopez would be a6, bishop a4, and then knight f6, castles, bishop e7, let's say rook e1, b5. Yeah, this is the normal Royal Lopez. Wesley went for knight f6. Okay, the intention here is clear. Yeah, it has clear intention of taking the pawn and go for knight d6. They're playing in Berlin. He's playing the Berlin. Building a wall. Okay, knight castles, knight takes e4, d4. Another way here in the Berlin is this e1 move. Okay, knight d6, knight takes e5, bishop into e7, and then bishop f1, knight takes e5, rook takes e5, castles. It's still equal, but at least this will create a bit of chances for both sides. Yep. So Shirov opted for d4. We'll see an early exchange of queens with this variation. Knight e6, takes on c6, takes on c6, takes on e5, knight f5, d8, d8. As early as move 8, we have the exchange of queens. Transition to the endgame straight away. h3, again g4 is coming. Wesley went for king to e8, moving out of the open d file. Knight into c3, normal developing move for the knight. Also, the idea is to go to knight e4. h5, preventing g4. Bishop f4. Okay, developing the bishop. Bishop b4, an interesting choice by Wesley. Forcing the knight to react and asking the question whether the knight goes to e4 or e2. In the game, Shirov went for e2. Let's take a look at knight e4 here. Knight e4, it will still be the same, I guess, with bishop e6, and rook fd1 maybe, and then just bishop e5. Target on the knight, maybe knight g5 here, and then rook h6. Okay, threatening f6. Let's say b3, f6, takes and takes. This would be nice also. Yeah. Although white has a nice move here, knight h7, takes, yeah. Takes on h6, bishop on c3, protecting f6, attacking the rook on a1. This would have been an exciting way to play here. Knight e2 was played by Shirov. Bishop into e6, developing his last piece. Knight e4, takes. Right, the more pieces to exchange. Draw is in the horizon. Bishop into d5. Black has bishop pair. The only problem is the connection of the two rooks, since this is an uncastled king. a3. Bishop into e7. Knight f5. Bishop e4. Shirov didn't want to fight, I guess, because he captured an e7. Okay, just to let you check this line, if let's say you take on g7, it's actually trapped. It's not a free pawn. So it takes on e7. We have now an opposite colored bishop. So a draw is nearing. Rook c1, protecting c2. King e6. Wesley could have tried maybe c5 here if, let's say, f3 and then bishop moves to c6. But he wants to keep an eye on keep at king e6. He wants to keep an eye on that c2 pawn and activates his king here. So f3, bishop into g6, bishop g5. Not too sure about this move. Shirov, if he wants to play on, maybe g4. Maybe g4. Let's just say rook a8, rook fe1. With chances, yeah. It's white who is going for the win maybe here. Slightly better for white, I guess. Okay, so bishop g5. Wesley has this nice resource with h4, breaking the symmetry of pawns. Red rook into d1, king f5, hitting the bishop. Just to show you, king takes e5 is not possible because of rook d7, and you allow the invasion of the 7th rank. And if, for example, you protect that pawn with rook c8, okay, probably rook c d1, the king is not so safe on e5, yeah. It's a bit exposed. Okay, Wesley didn't want to take his chances here. Let's keep d1, king f5, attacking bishop. Bishop in d2, okay, d8. Process of elimination. Bishop e1 takes. All right, getting closer to the draw. King e6, c4, bishop c2, rook to d4, hitting the pawn on h4. Wesley went for c5. Okay, it's also interesting here. White, sorry, black again cannot take e5 because of rook d7. Always this 7th rank invasion. Okay, so Wesley went for c5, g4, rook h7, protecting g7, f4 protects e5. Wesley went for king f5, bishop into c3. And now the repetition of moves with king e6, bishop e1, king f5, bishop c3, and king e6. Okay, just to look at this move here after bishop c3. If Wesley wants to fight here, he could try g6 maybe. More or less it's still a draw, but you can try. Yeah, you can try. White could probably go back to e1 here and then just bishop b3. Okay, there's always this exchange and takes on h4, king takes f4, and bishop e7 maybe here. Takes on c4, takes on c5, and then b6. Who knows? Who knows? If the opponent, let's say for example, plays bishop d4, c5, with let's say bishop c3, king e3, it still be equal, but at least this king is more active than the king on g1. Yeah. And it's white who is going to suffer for a draw. Give it a try. Yeah, let's give it a try. All right. So that was a strong hold by Wesley. It was a very solid game, playing the Berlin in Berlin. Yeah, playing Berlin in Berlin, Germany. Building a wall against Shirov. We all know that Shirov is an aggressive player. That was a good opening choice. Detonating Shirov's bomb over there. And we are actually lining up for a very exciting final day. Okay, Aronian already won Pool C after blanking Kamer. It's a mouth-watering final day also in Pool A with Nakamura against Isipenko. Isipenko is a half a point behind. They're playing the last round. Group B is a toss-up between Uta Zek and Fiduciv. Both are tied. And our very own Wesley, half a point ahead against Dominguez. Although Wesley will be playing Hari Krishna in the last round and Shirov against Dominguez. So, guys, thank you for watching our presentation for today. And we'll see you tomorrow for round number 6, the last day of the preliminaries before the semifinals. Will it be Wesley against Aronian? Hikaru against Utazek or Fiduciv? We'll find out tomorrow as FIDE Grand Prix resumes round number 6. Again, guys, thank you for watching our Chai Smash Chess on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Thank you for your support, and we'll continue to do more of this one in the days to come. This is Coach Oliver. I'm signing off. Stay safe, everyone. Bye-bye.